I love it.
Hey, another, what you cooking, man?
Just got to see where we're walking. What's up, fellas?
We are live. I like the safety light you guys got going on there.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Got a special guest with me today here. St. Louis, Dr. Mark Manera, Project 61.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on.
We are psyched to have you.
We are we're in Chesterfield. Sun's coming up in the background. You can see how beautiful. We're out for our normal walk, normally on Thursdays.
Yep.
But we're adding an extra day today, which is great. Guys, we got Michael with us.
Yeah, he's in here.
Nice. And Pedro, what's up, brother?
What it do, players?
What it be? Well, we're here on a lovely Tuesday morning. Iron Minds, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Nick, it was great to see you last week, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
In the
Actually
flesh.
live and in person.
I know. Post and Pray Classic. BCS was also down in Orlando last week. It's great seeing you, man. Got rained out a little bit in the Post and Pray. But,
Didn't bother me any.
had a good time with that. First playoff ever in the Post and Pray Classic. It's pretty fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We had some teams tie, and so we went to Pop Stroke, which was mini golf.
Uh-huh.
And we had them play it off right there at the mini golf.
That's awesome.
It's pretty epic. All right, let's talk about the 61-day step challenge real quick. What that's all about. And first of all, you might remember Mark Manera from Off Shift. Prior to that, Supply Chain Fitness. But Off Shift and Project 61 have come together.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey. It's crazy. I was looking at, I've been in the trucking industry for over 5 years now, which is just like crazy to think about. I know. And so I owned a digital health company called Off Shift. I started a few years ago, and we were helping truck drivers exercise in the back of their truck, eat healthier at the truck stop, and then McDonald's attached to it. And then 3 months ago, Project 61 acquired my company, and Project 61 is a 501c3 nonprofit in the trucking industry. And the significance of that 61 number is that's the average life expectancy of a truck driver, and just messed up. Like, that's not okay. We need to be doing better than that. I just don't, deep down in my soul, don't believe anyone's career should define their health. But when you have a statistic like that, where you go get your CDL and you have 16 years cut off the back end of your life just because of your career choice, it's not okay. And so what we do is we're on a mission to change that. And so we are leading a movement in the trucking industry to change the trajectory of drivers' health. And we're doing that by taking what I was going and selling trucking companies with Off Shift and giving it away completely for free. And so one of the big things that we're doing is industry-wide health challenges, because, so many people take things way too seriously. Like, safety has to be super serious, but health doesn't. Like, we can have some fun with it. We can make it fun. We can make it competitive. And so what we're doing is we just launched a 61-day step challenge. We've got 200 trucking companies across the country, thousands of drivers who are in our app and competing on a day-to-day basis, just trying to get some steps and get moving a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Even for me, it's been good because, I sit at a desk all day. A lot of us do. And we have a similar situation to truck drivers where we're sitting too much. And so it's really been good for me to think about, I need to get a little bit extra today. So normally I take Tiger on 1 walk a day. Now I'm taking him on 2 walks a day.
Oh, I love
get
it.
The extra steps.
That's awesome.
To try to hit that, which is great. But yeah, 61 years old is the average lifespan of a truck driver. That's pretty wild. I mean, to think about just because, especially with modern technology, with the chance they can still be connected with family, access to information is everywhere, and yet still it's a massive part of it. So it's pretty awesome. Dude, look at that sunrise behind us. Oh, come on, baby.
Good morning,
So
good morning, Cody Haynes. Thanks for joining us.
Wait, who joined us?
Cody Haynes just put a comment out
Cody,
there.
what's up, buddy? Good morning, buddy. It's awesome. Yeah, so we're just out here doing the walk. By the way, what a clever thing that November and December have 61 days. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes. The universe is contributing to this bad boy, you know?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Lined it up
is.
perfectly. Who figured that out, by the way? Let's go. Jeremy figured it out. Okay, all right.
And honestly, it's perfect. Like steps is like such a going out and getting some steps is like such a low barrier of entry. And with holidays coming, obviously it's getting a little colder, so that one's maybe a little bit tougher to get people outside. But after you go get Thanksgiving, after you shove a bunch of candy in your mouth from Halloween and November 1st, it's like going out and just get some movement in is like the perfect, easiest way to not just put your health on the back burner and say, screw it, it's the end of the year, it's holiday season. So.
We have a little life hack for when it gets cold. We have a little secret that we have that we'll go ahead and share on the show, and that is we just walk around Home Depot and Walmart.
Oh,
we
are very close to it. So
in the winter months, if it's like 40 degrees or below, we're like, are we indoors today or what? And we'll just go walk through Home Depot for an hour together and hang out. And it might be weird, but it's a great way to get steps in, especially early in the morning. Nobody's in there.
By the way,
the middle-aged mall walkers.
I was going to say, it's all people come down here in the summer.
Totally.
Last winter was the first time I realized how Midwestern suburban dad Trey is, because we were walking around Home Depot, and he's just like patting the wood. He's like looking at all these tools, and I'm like, what's going on here, man?
You're lucky we're not out in Ellisville. I'd be talking to the people.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
on a first name basis with those folks out there.
Trey walks in. Afternoon, everyone. Trey.
Dude, 100%, man. Like I've done a lot of remodeling in my life, and I'm like a lonely suburban dad working at home. So I go up there at lunch just to talk to them and hang out. So yeah, you're lucky we're not at that store. You'd really think.
Unbeknownst to Mark, one day, Mark, you're going to pull up there. He's going to have a trailer, and you're going to be helping him load lumber for your morning workout.
Start.
Look, as long as the next project's at my house and Trey's coming along to help, I might be able to do that trade.
That's right. We're trade a little barter there, which is good. Michael Lombard, man, I want to hear from you this morning, man. I know this is near and dear to your heart as well, and talk about your thoughts in regards to the 61-day step challenge. I know you said that walking is the gateway drug for fitness.
Oh yeah, man, I'm stoked that Mark's on here this morning because I came.
Lombard there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
We got you.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you, Lombard. I can hear you, bro.
All right, sweet.
All right, just keep talking. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I came on here fully anticipating to talk about the 61-day step challenge, and man, to my surprise, Mark jumping on board this morning is freaking awesome. I mean, there's 63 days left of the year, and to think that everything's a wash. I mean, think about 63 days. I mean, imagine doing a work project that's a 60-day long project. You're like, it's going to take you 60 days to do it. If it's something for work, like there's no reason to not get that head start now. And this is that low barrier to entry to do it. Yeah, it's winter. And and I love that you mentioned how you're walking around inside a Home Depot or whatever it is you're doing. And that shouldn't even be a thought on people's mind. Like if walking around doing laps around a Walmart is how you get the steps, then do it. Yeah, maybe does it look weird? Does it feel awkward? Your only other choice is to stay where you're at. So it's like, it's not going to look normal. It's not going to look conventional. I'm hyped up for it. I was on the app last night, checking out the leaderboard. And that's another thing too. It's just, as opposed to doing this on your own, getting those steps on your own, when there's a leaderboard and an aspect, you can kind of see who's in your vicinity and then self-challenge yourself to be like, I'm going to catch up to John Smith. He's only 2 guys in front of me. Man, he's only 3,000 steps above. That's 30 minutes of walking. Like I can do that. Like it totally lights a fire in your head to be like, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go for that extra 30. I'm going to get 5 minutes here. So man, I'm stoked for it.
Cody says the faster you walk, the warmer it gets.
It definitely does feel warmer after we're towards the end. That's for sure. I'm bummed we can't hear Michael Lombard. I have to rewatch this later to find out what he said, but I'm sure it was quite clever.
You must have me muted.
It wasn't that good.
He must have me muted. You know, Jocko posted a video yesterday. He said you only get wet. You only get wet
Absolutely
once. You only get wet once. So just jump in and get
I have
to
to
it.
share this too. This is pretty fun. So I don't know if he's talking or not. I don't know if I'm interrupting him or not, but I'm gonna go keep talking. But got to go to Eugene, Oregon on Thursday.
Yes.
Which was awesome. My oldest is a senior in high school, and she came to me like 6 weeks ago and was like, Dad, can we do senior pictures out in Oregon? I was like, what? You know, and it may seem like an odd request, but we lived there from when she was age 2 to 7. It's like those formative years, she really got connected to it. She loves it. And so, yeah. So I've got so many stinking Southwest points. And my sister lives out there, and she's an amateur photographer. And she agreed to do it. So it cost us like $150 to go on this trip. I mean, basically meals and maybe a little bit of gas, but they also have a hybrid car. So we drove 627 miles, but only filled up the tank once. Let's go. That's awesome. So, man, we went to waterfalls. We went to like our old house, parks, her old school, her elementary school she went to. We went to the coast, got some beach pictures. We went to a lighthouse, river pictures, got her some pictures on rocks in the river. And she had she had this whole Pinterest board set up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like all these shots she wanted to get. And it was really special to be able to make that happen. Man, it was a quick trip, dude. We left Thursday, we got back Sunday night. And but it was awesome. It's one of those memories, one of those moments.
You're gonna remember that forever. She's gonna remember that forever.
Yeah, for sure. Although she's setting the stage, you know, she's the oldest. So my youngest, Naomi, she's probably gonna be like, Dad, can we go to Australia?
Yeah.
I've always wanted that. Remember, since I was a baby, I said
That's right.
pictures in Australia.
She's just back there, just scheming right now.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
She's writing everything down. You know, she's so funny. She's like, she loves the Jeep, by the way. I got an orange Jeep. She loves the Jeep. She's like, Dad, if Hannah doesn't take, the Accord to school, you can have that car back. I'm like, I don't want that car back.
Now, I'd like to share something I saw on Friday. I got to speak at it's called the CEO Global Conferences, the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization, and it's a global group of young entrepreneurs, college students, and so this was a pretty decent conference. I gave a breakout session talking about obviously mindset, resilience, etc. But afterwards, I got to stick around and be one of the judges for their pitch competition.
Oh, nice.
And it was like total Simon Cowell moment. I'm like, did you think about your inventory cost? But anyways, what was neat is I saw 5 pitches and 3 out of the 5 were fitness related.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is cool, dude.
One was like an electrolyte pouch thing. Another, which was interesting, they called it single scoop or single serve or scoop, one or the other. Single serving vending for like your pre-workouts and stuff at the gym. So when you want to try new things rather than like buy a month's supply and stuff like that. And then the last one, why can't I think about it? It was, all right, well, I'm going to get back to you on that 5th one, but wow, what the hell?
So you said a vending machine specifically for like, pre-workout or post-workout type drinks. Can't they just use a vending machine for that?
Well, it's not about the water. It's about the actual pre-workout. So the idea was that, if you want to try something new per se, and you don't want to go, spend the $40 to buy a month's
like
supply
a little
or something.
packet? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that wouldn't work in a normal vending machine, maybe. Small, like a mini vending machine.
They've got it in a couple gyms already. So, but it was just really interesting to see, these kids who basically had taken initiative, said, hey, I think I see a problem. I'm going to try to come up with a solution and put together the business plan. And I'm like, man, where was I on this 30 years ago?
Right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking like that either, but kudos to them. That's awesome. Hey, congrats on the speaking engagement
and
too.
refreshing almost to see people, again, 3 out of the 5 people that were pitching. Well, actually, all 5 were good, but nobody was saying, hey, here's the next thing that's going to let me come up with the next unhealthy habit.
Right. Something a little bit different, which is great. Yeah.
Trey, can you hear me now?
Congrats on the speaking engagement too, man. That's huge.
He can't.
What's your next?
I don't know why he can't hear you. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird that he can't hear you in particular.
I know, that's so weird. That's all right.
It's a prank. It's a prank. Trey's working on this all week. He's like, we're gonna act like we can't hear Lombard for the entire show on Tuesday. Nick and I just didn't get the memo.
Well, whenever Michael speaks, you have to tell us to shut up, so we don't talk over.
I got 2 gigs coming up next week, actually, back to back. One talking to a group of elite real estate professionals. And the second one I'm actually particularly excited about. It's a group of aspiring COOs, and we're actually doing a workshop on converting vision to execution. So telling my story, but spending 3 hours really getting into the practical framework of breaking down obstacles and how we overcome them. But what's even cooler, just because it's in our industry, is I'm actually going to get to speak at the ASCM Tampa at their holiday party in a couple weeks too. So got some things lining up.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, dude. It's cool.
I mean, the world gets bigger when Lombard can't talk. Mike, here's what we'll do. If you want to talk for them to hear you, you say it and I'll translate.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works.
There you go. That's good. That's good. That's a good exchange of motion. That's sick. We got freaking events for Nick lined up for the rest of the year. Step challenge. By the way, speaking of end of the year, we got less daylight now, so people should be cranking up their vitamin D. By the way, if you're not supplementing with some vitamin D, need that going into cold and flu season out there, especially as you get these steps if you're going outside in the cold. So freaking lock in on it.
Vitamin D, get steps. That's basically what he said. See, I translate good.
Nice.
Excellent work.
It's like Mike said, words, more words, couple letters.
I took it
in blah, 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 hammer down, let's go.
In 1764, when Napoleon was on a horse riding down the battlefield, the vitamin D he got was insane, and that's the representation we're getting right now.
He's like, do you know?
You think he's down the couch?
Yeah.
And he never forgot his vitamin D and his protein.
All we need is a train and some Eastern European music.
Hey, Lombard, I just want to say, bro, those 30 days of hot takes and no context, I really am loving those, man. Those things are so good, dude. You've got to continue those.
They're popping too, man.
Day 30 hot takes. Do a whole podcast on mute, and if you're loud enough, they'll hear you.
I should wake up the whole freaking neighborhood. If somebody in the comments needs to know if they can tell me if they can hear me. Somebody is a live commenter needs to say, "Yo, can you hear Lombard?" Nobody's saying anything.
Cody, can you hear Lombard? I mean, I'm on my phone, so no, I'm in it too, so I don't know.
Cody also needs the app sent his way. Pedro. Yeah, Cody Haynes.
Cody's probably driving. He's probably driving right now.
Yeah, you got to send him the off-shift
his way?
Yeah, send the off-shift app to him.
I will send to Cody when I get home.
The StreamYard web app on my phone, which, who knows how good that is, but we can hear the important people.
Good you guys take the reins this week.
Poor Lombard, man. We're just raking him over the coals this morning, man. Golly.
Pedro. Cody also says, Pedro, send me the link to this app later. So what he said.
Okay. Who said that?
Cody did.
Okay. So, I will send the link.
Morning, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Kelly, can you hear him? Can you hear Lombard?
Yeah, Kelly, can you hear me? Can you hear Mike Lombard? It would be great to know. See if Trey's the odd man out, because that's what I feel like. I feel like
that we heard him the whole time. We just playing with.
Now, I will tell you, I'm excited. I got Spartan Race coming up this weekend in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
It's actually really neat. I'm disappointed that it's a 5K, the sprint on Saturday. So that's the 5K distance, 20 obstacles, give or take. And I'll run a couple laps of that, maybe 3, see how I feel. But on Sunday, they're having the Super, which is the 10K version, but they're also having the Para Championships for adaptive athletes for the first time they've ever done one specific organized championship. And if you've never seen an adaptive athlete out of an obstacle course, you don't know what mental toughness is.
Yeah.
It is one of the most encouraging and inspiring things. And why I'm disappointed is because I got to fly out at crack of dawn on Monday to go to that speech. So I'm not going to go back out there on Sunday. But selfishly, I'm excited for my own race.
Dude, that is awesome. We got a friend who their daughter was born without the bottom half of her arm. Just goes to the elbow with a little with a joint. And man, like they don't make excuses.
No,
they don't. Like they've just said, hey, you're gonna have to learn how to do everything. It's amazing watching her accommodate. I mean, almost anything. It's unbelievable. Just watching her be able to use that in ways that are you just wouldn't imagine. But when you don't make excuses for yourself and you just go after it, you tend to figure it out. That's so inspirational.
It's when you see it too, you always see it when you need it the most. Right at that point of the race where I'm like, this sucks. Why am I here? And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
never mind. We got
this. Exactly. Never mind.
I remember doing one of those races
in college for physical
Trey
therapy.
can't hear me.
I volunteered
I'll
for
pause for you, Mike, after he's done.
I volunteered for para powerlifting. So it was adaptive powerlifting of kids that were of having physical abilities and having they bench press and did a bunch of powerlifting. And they went to meets and stuff like that, and it was so fun to coach them.
Yeah, it's incredible.
What are you gonna say, Mike?
Yeah, so I was saying I remember doing I think it was a Tough Mudder, but like I remember seeing somebody wearing a shirt on the back of their shirts. It said, "You just got passed by a blind person."
I'm a blind
and
Pete.
It's like, and I freaking love and you'll see some of those at like marathons and stuff, and yeah, they'll wake you up real quick on what your priorities are.
There's a guy named Blind Pete. He goes by, and it might have been him because he gets guided out on the course, and it's just I can't speak for others, but for me, when there are things that I'm going through that make me feel like maybe it's not fair, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, dude, you get one life. How do you want to live it? Like, what do you want to do with it? Maybe it's not fair. Oh well. Like, this is what you get. You can live your life, or you can lie around crying about it. Be like, oh well, maybe next time.
I did want to pose this question to everybody this morning before you get into it, because speaking of doing stuff,
hold on one second. Let me translate. Mike's about to ask one of those thought-provoking questions for us. I'll translate.
And you can relay this to Trey. No, it's context. Who is the one person that you could talk to right now? Who that there's probably one person you can talk to when it comes to either your business, your fitness, something that has to do with leveling up. Who is that person, and why haven't you talked to them yet?
He's asking, who is the one person you could talk to right now that would level up, whether it be your business, your fitness, or whatever, and why haven't you talked to them?
Well, for me, it's this guy. We talked about business, life, getting each other's faces a little bit about things. You got to have that person.
For sure.
Yeah, somebody that can, tell you the truth, even if it's not pleasant.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool over the last couple of years as Trey and I have been walking on a consistent basis, and just, early on it was all entrepreneurial, supply chain. You help scratch my back, I scratch your back, let's help each other grow. And then it's I don't even think we talked about business the last 5 times we've come together. I
can't remember the last time we really talked about business, except maybe some of the pivots we've been doing.
Yes.
Occasionally throw it in there. But now it's just more life, which includes business, but it's family, it's, marriage situations, just trying to work through things together and talk.
And watching this guy 10X with launching his first book.
Let's go.
Yes.
By the way, forward written by Mark Manera. Mark Manera. Read the first reader of the book, read the whole thing, and wrote the forward for it. So pretty excited about that.
You guys are going to want to read it. It's awesome.
What about you, Pedro?
What about me?
Who's someone that could help 10x your business, your life, or something, and why haven't you talked to that person?
Man, I talk to those people almost every day. It's about my tribe, bro. I don't have just one person. I don't. I feel, life is about having tools, man. And so I have people for everything, man. But I surround myself with people that do nothing but help me take things to the next level and motivate me, man. So I think I don't have just one person. I can't say that I do because of what the situation is. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish? So sometimes it's you, Nick. Sometimes Lombard, sometimes it's Trey, sometimes it's Hunter. You know what I mean? So I talk to those people all the time. That's why I lost almost 60 pounds. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's awesome.
I can answer the why not for me, which because I like Pedro, there are those lots of people, and as a matter of fact, like people on this call right now. But I think I get your point too, where there usually is that person, that next person. You know, I was talking to somebody, a potential coaching prospect yesterday, and I told him, like, my goal is to get you to the point where I have to introduce you to somebody else and, level up that next thing. So I think number one, I don't know who that next person is. But the other part, why I haven't sought them out, and this is a problem I think many of us deal with, the urgent, I am allowing the urgent to outweigh the important. I'm not taking enough of that deep work of saying, how do I level up to the next thing? It's too much of what do I need to do right now.
Ooh, I so feel that one, brother. That's a good one. I'm with you on that.
I only to ask that question, Michael, about who do you call, who do you depend on, who you rely on. Isolation, I think, is probably one of the biggest detrimental situations that people, especially men, find themselves in, where they just kind of do it on their own, get busy, don't spend time with friends, don't spend time with other guys that care about them, that can speak into their life and challenge them a little bit. Man, you can't be isolated, man. You got to find your tribe, got to find your group, man. So
yeah, the reason why I ask it, the reason why I ask it is because, oftentimes, there's somebody I know who's been in kind of like a, not the best relationship.
Oh, now he froze. He's back.
And they're a friend of mine, and they've never once tried to have a conversation with me about it. And, I'm very close to this person. And what's odd is I do know that they talk about their relationship with other people. However, the thing is, so he's not in a very good or healthy. He's
talking about a friend in a relationship
people,
issue, but blurts out a little bit here.
Yeah, and he's asking people who also haven't had successful relationships or who are still single for advice. Yet I've been with the same, woman for over 15 years, and we've had a very successful relationship, and I've never once been asked. And so if there's people out there, there's some people out there watching. Yeah, like it's like a lot of times when we're asked, like when we think about who we're seeking advice from, it's just a double check moment. When I'm asking, if you're asking somebody for advice, double check their resume real quick. Whether it be about fitness, business, relationships, double check their resume. If you're asking somebody who's 42 years old, who's been divorced twice and is still single about relationship advice, they're probably not going to be the best beacon of light for you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think he's really looking for advice, or do you think he's just looking for validation?
Boom! Exactly. That's what I was about to say right there.
Sometimes
Michael, tell him what he don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear what they have to say because you're not going to like what they have to say.
Exactly, and oftentimes that's where we can find ourselves with things, is where we're going to go. We're going to go for advice from people that we care about, that we know about, but we know that they're probably just going to tell us what we want to hear. And it's just a good reminder to be like, hey, maybe I need to dial, but maybe I need to fit. There's always somebody out there you could be asking for answers that you're not going to, because they are going to tell you. Just like that iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpening iron is uncomfortable. It's not about just coaching and mentoring. Like, it is a brutal process where sparks fly, where you'll be under extreme heat and temperature. And that could require hearing things you don't want to hear, doing things you have to do, stopping, not talking to people that you want to talk to in a lot of ways. So it's just food for thought, especially as we go towards the end of the year.
Why there's another reason too. Ego. We've talked about this before too. Like, there are people in my network in life who I probably should be engaging more often, and I'm not. And I know it's because of ego. I know that there's this, like, I'm not where I should be yet, or I need to, I don't know. I don't even know, like, ego doesn't even make sense. But I know it's that ego prevents us often from asking for help from the people that we should be asking for help from.
Which ego is a defense mechanism.
Is it like this combo of fear, shame, and guilt that's just like inside of us, where it's like we don't feel good enough. That's how.
Well, see, that's one. It's one and the same though.
Yeah. Fear, shame, and guilt is ego.
That coin.
That's it. Yeah. Ego is your
Lombard
defense
said
mechanism.
Fear, shame, and guilt is ego. Mark and Trey. Nick slipping on his dang translation, job here.
Hey,
before we get off here today, how do people get involved with the 61-day step challenge? Can they still sign up even though it's already started?
Yeah, you can sign up. You can, if you're a trucking company or you have a company and you want to get your company involved and create a team, you can go to our website, project-61.org. You can sign up right there and individually sign up. And if you just download our app, Off Shift by Project 61, you'll automatically join. It's so fun, it's easy, and it's just a great way to get involved in the community and promote health in an industry that so often health is swept under the rug.
Yeah, make sure you share that with people too. You know, like you got everybody that's listening on this call, everybody who hears this, you got a network too, man. So just share it. Put a post out about LinkedIn, join it, put a post out, try to get that network effect going. Because again, it's like, man, it's still hard to believe it. I mean, my dad died at 60 years old. I'm getting close to 50 myself, thinking that's 10 years away. Like that's just crazy to think that that's normal, that's average, you know, for truck drivers. It's just unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Did you see that massive spider, Nick? You see that? Bro, that thing is literally. Oh my God, bro. Oh, dude, in the tooth. Oh my God. Sorry, I had to rub that. Is nuts.
Yes, download the Off Shift app today. Get involved. Tell every single driver you know. Post it anywhere. Let's keep the ball rolling.
I'm going to download it too.
Today's January 1st.
Listen, we're getting close to the highway, so
sounds like a
I'm
good place to
hearing
wrap
you
it up.
guys, all of you now. So I'll probably need to hop off the call here. But we're at 32 minutes, which is good. So we'll just sign off and let everybody know, hey, listen, man, find your tribe, find your group. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Don't be afraid to have somebody speak truth in your life and help you grow, help you get where you want to go. It's totally going to be worth it. And we'll see you guys next week right here on Iron Minds on Tuesday. And Nick's going to shut us off here whenever he gets a chance to.
Well,
it's good.
It's good seeing you guys. Marcus, good seeing you, man.
Yeah, good seeing you too. Thank you so much for having me on. And yeah.
See y'all. Talk next time.
You guys have a great morning.